No, so let's do that.
Didn't see you
Zack,
over
I'm
here.
up here in front of the stage. Right here. Microphone. Right here.
Oh, sorry.
We talked in February about 300. We talked about 300 in February regarding your attention to detail as far as like the images that were in the graphic novel and transposing them onto the big screen, how you did some of that. What are your plans to do with this movie and some of the stuff that you're in store for the fans?
Yeah, well, I mean, look, my process is pretty similar to the process I used when we did 300 as far as the way I work is so, you basically, I have the script and the graphic novel, and then I pretty much start from page 1 of the script and start drawing the movie shot by shot. So like at the end, it takes a little bit of time. I think I have carpal tunnel syndrome right now from doing that or some other thing. But so basically what you do is you take the graphic novel and then like I say, okay, that shot. Like for instance, let's just talk about Rorschach goes up to the comedian's apartment and he shoots his graphic gun through the window and goes up to investigate. If you've seen the graphic novel, the way that's laid out is pretty much, if you don't shoot it that way, you're just full of shit. Yeah!
Yeah!
You know what I mean? It's like, you just shoot that. It's like, someone drew it already. So that's pretty much how it's going to be. And I've done that pretty much throughout the whole book. So. I don't know. Does that answer the question? Sort of. So I think, because we talk about it in a sort of visual way.
What are you looking at?
You're talking about like, okay, how are you going to get those shots in the movie? And I don't think also, look, I don't know how other guys work. I don't know how the other versions of the movie were going to be done, but I don't think anybody went, let's film that shot. Let's take that drawing and film it. I don't know that, but I don't think so. So that's good news.
Will we be seeing the pirate story?
We're working on that. I want to see the pirate story. I think the pirate story is really important, Like when you look at the parallel that runs, with the AG story especially, people talk a lot about what it means. But I think that it's really cool, and I think that it also comments on the world a lot, and I think it'd be fun to do. So I'd love to do it. I want to do it, and we have every day we talk about, okay, we need a budget for the pirate story. Let's get that together. So it's quite a process. The studio, when I gave them the script, I said, okay, here's the movie. Here's the script. It was pretty big. And then I said, oh, I have another script. It's also part of the same movie. So I figured if I gave 2 scripts, it was less jarring than one giant one. I don't know if that's worked yet, but I could do that in the future. I'll do it. Write 3 scripts. File them up. Sorry.
Previous Alan Moore scripts all seem to have fallen short of par. What is Watchmen going to bring? I mean, can we hope that Alan Moore will actually allow his name to stay on the project?
I don't think Alan will allow his name to remain on the project. It's my hope, though, that we all want Steve Allen, and that I think is a noble thing to want to do. You're trying to get the guy who freaking created the thing and not hate it. I don't think that's an outrageous thing to want. I don't know that the other, look, it's a cumulative effect. You 5 movies in or whatever it is, without any real, super duper respect, I think you understand where you would get okay, you know what, fuck Hollywood, they don't get it. And so, I get it. And Dave had asked a long time ago, that, his name, or not Dave, but Alan was asked that his name not be on the movie. And I'm like, look, man, I don't want to make you any madder than you are, so do whatever you want. I do talk to Dave Gibbons all the time. And Dave is super cool. I let him read the script, and he's into it. So whatever that means, I got no one else to ask after that. So that's kind of what that about.
Yeah, what I noticed about 300 was you followed it really closely, really stuck to the original source material, the panels, the way you storyboarded everything. And Alan Moore has sort of a reputation for not liking it, pushing more towards a really direct, very similar adaptation like what you did with 300. So I wanted to know what you plan to do about Alan Moore's reaction and his opinions to it, and if you think this might appease him a little more than, say, V for Vendetta, which sort of updated the original story.
Yeah, I think the mistake, I don't know if it's a mistake, but I think the approach would be is to assume that the movie knows better. And that's a mistake that you make, you know. And so what happens, I think, someone just say like, oh, we made a movie, and you know, you should be happy and lucky that we did. And I don't assume that at all. I mean, I feel like we're basically, we have this material, it's amazing. We have, I have utmost respect for it. I would never make any assumptions about what Alan's going to feel about it, because that's bullshit, and that's what gets people in trouble. And so I think it is really just to try and make the best movie I can, and respect the material as much as I can, so that when Alan does, maybe, on some rainy afternoon in England, put the DVD on, which probably won't happen, but and he watches the movie, he'll say, you know what, they didn't fuck it up that bad.